Welcome to Cooking with JoAnn. My name is JoAnn, and today we're going to be making a vegan-style dinner. It includes tofu, eggplant, string beans, and brown rice. For this recipe, we will need 1 package of firm tofu, drained, 12 ounces of green string beans, 1 large eggplant, and a cup of brown rice. First, we're going to start with cutting the tofu. Before you cut the tofu, you have to drain it, usually about an hour. Just put it between 2 paper towels and put some weight on it. Right now I have a pot and some books, so we just do that for an hour to get rid of the water. Okay, so next we have to cut the tofu. It's already in 3/4 inch thick steaks, so we're just going to make it into cubes. It's super easy and anybody can do it, even me. So now that we've chopped this tofu, we're just going to add some rice vinegar and some soy sauce as a little bit of a marinade while we get everything else ready. Okay, so next part is the eggplant. What we're going to do is chop it on the top and the bottom, and then you're going to just take the skin off any way you want. You could use a peeler. I'm just going to use my knife. So next we're going to start to slice it so that we can make it into cubes. Any way you really want to do it, whatever works easier for you. I'm going to do quarters first and then start to cube it. So next we have to chop our beans. They're already cleaned on the tips, you just have to pull them off. So next we're just going to grab a handful and then just chop them in half or quarters. We just want them to be a little bit smaller. So when I was little, my grandparents used to have a farm, and chopping beans really makes me remember about the times that I used to pick beans in the sun for hours. Basically, I was just my grandparents' child slave. Free labor. Okay, so now that our water is boiling for our rice, which is 2.5 cups per 1 cup of brown rice, we're just going to add it. And then also next, we're going to add the eggplant to our wok. First, I'm just going to add a little bit of canola oil to the bottom. You can use peanut oil. Okay. And then add the eggplant. Okay, so while my eggplant's cooking, I'm just going to add a few flavors to it. I put some rice vinegar in. We're going to put a little bit of sesame oil. I already added a little bit of salt and pepper. And lastly, I'm just going to put a little bit of onion powder in it. So now it's time to cook our tofu. Tofu takes about 8 minutes to 12 minutes. You got to turn it a little bit. I just added a little rice vinegar. With tofu, you really don't want to use too much oily bases because tofu won't absorb the oil, and then it'll just kind of coat it and it won't allow it to soak up any other flavors. So we're just going to add the tofu with the sauce and let it start to cook. It's looking pretty good. Okay, so now that everything's kind of cooking, we can add our beans, which don't really take very long, but it's okay if they end up finishing and then we add them at the end. It's just about a cup of water. I've already chopped them. Some of them are rolling. And we're just going to slowly add them. Now that we have everything in, I'm just going to add some garlic to the eggplant to give it a little bit of flavor. So our dish needs a little bit of nuttiness, so I decided to chop up a little bit of sliced almonds just to add to our mixture at the end. So now it's come time to basically put everything together. So our beans are done. We're just going to bring them over to the sink and drain out the water. And then I'm just going to bring them back and put them now in with my eggplant into the wok. We can also take our tofu and add it in. Doesn't that look delicious? And now, without burning ourselves, we're going to also add our rice. And then how I'm going to top that off is with this sauce that I bought, which is over here. And it's a spicy Mandarin orange Asian sauce, and it seemed pretty good, so we're going to add it to the top of our stir fry and enjoy. And thanks for watching. Enjoy!